To all the grown-ups listening, tomorrow is the day. It's almost time to turn your home into a 7-day nature adventure filled with scavenger hunts, hands-on activities, and amazing discoveries. In just one day, you can sign your family up for Curious Camp. It's an at-home, interactive, self-paced, and screen-free week-long experience hosted by me. Sign-ups will only be available for 1 week, so to be notified tomorrow when Curious Camp launches, visit CuriousKidsEveryday.com/camp. How do tsunamis form? Hi, welcome to Curious Kids Everyday. I'm Josh. How are you doing today? It's so good to hear from you. Hey, I want you to imagine that you are at the beach. The waves are gently rolling onto the sand, one after another. But now, imagine that you see the water getting higher and higher. It might even be rising above your head. Huge waves! These enormous movements of water happen during something called a tsunami. Have you ever wondered what a tsunami is, or where all that moving water actually comes from? I was thinking about this because I received a question from a kid in the Curious Kids Club named Isaac. Isaac was curious.
Hi Josh, I'm Isaac. I'm 5 years old. I'm wondering how tsunamis form.
A tsunami is a series of waves produced when a large amount of water is suddenly displaced or pushed away from where it was. Most tsunamis are caused by large earthquakes beneath or near the ocean floor. See, Earth's outer shell is divided into enormous pieces called tectonic plates. These plates move very slowly. In some places, one plate is being pushed beneath another at a place we call a subduction zone. Can you say subduction zone? The edges of the plates can become stuck while forces continue pressing against them. Ooh, that's a lot of pressure. When the rocks suddenly slip, the ground shakes in an earthquake. Now, not every earthquake beneath the ocean creates a tsunami. The earthquake usually needs to be large and close enough to the ocean floor to lift or drop a wide section of that floor. When the seafloor moves vertically, the water above it moves too. Imagine you have a filled bathtub and somehow the water in the back of the tub were suddenly pushed up. Like the back of the bathtub just got lifted. The moving tub pushed the water out of its resting position. In the ocean, a shifting seafloor can push an enormous column of water upward, and what goes up must come down. Gravity then pulls the water towards a level surface, and a disturbance spreads away from its starting point. Those are the huge waves that form. Ordinary beach waves are usually caused by wind moving across the ocean surface, but a tsunami moves the entire column of water from the surface of the water down toward the sea floor. In the deep ocean, tsunami waves can travel hundreds of miles per hour. However, they may be only a few feet high or less out there. The distance between one crest and the next can be many miles, so a ship in deep water might pass over a tsunami without even noticing it. The waves change as they approach land because the shallower water near a coast causes them to slow down. The distance between the waves becomes shorter and the water rises higher as it moves toward shore. Strong currents can also develop. They'll shut down the beach if a tsunami is on its way, but let's imagine that we're on the beach and we see a tsunami coming. A tsunami can look like a tall, curling wave, but it may also appear as rapid, rising water. Or it could look like a powerful flood or several surges arriving one after another. The first wave is not always the largest wave. Earthquakes are the most common cause, but other events can suddenly displace a lot of water too. An underwater landslide can push water as rocks and sediment move. And then there are certain volcanic events that can also move enough water to produce a tsunami. Did you know that volcanoes can happen under the water? Scientists use earthquake instruments, ocean bottom sensors, buoys, coastal water level gauges, all these things to detect possible tsunamis. Warning centers keep track of the information and they send out alerts to places that could be affected. So if you are near a coast and you feel an earthquake, watch out! Move inland or to high ground immediately with a trusted adult. But something tells me if you live somewhere that has tsunamis, you already know these things. Okay, let's have a quick quiz and see what we learned today. What must happen to the ocean water for a tsunami to begin? A large amount of ocean water must be displaced suddenly. And what part of the water does a tsunami move? Does it move the top of the water or does it move the entire water column? It moves the entire water column from the surface of the water all the way down toward the seafloor. What happens to a tsunami as it enters shallower water? A few things happen. It slows down, the distance between its waves shortens, and the water can rise higher. All right, one more. Is a tsunami one wave or a series of waves? A tsunami is a series of waves. Let's play true or false. True or false? Tsunamis are caused by the regular ocean tides. That is false. Tsunamis begin with a sudden displacement of water, while tides are mainly caused by the gravitational pull of the moon and sun. True or false? Every earthquake beneath the ocean produces a tsunami. That is false. An earthquake must move enough of the seafloor in a way that displaces a large amount of water. True or false? A tsunami may be difficult to notice in the deep ocean. That is true. Its waves can be low and extremely far apart in deep water. One more. True or false? The first tsunami wave is always the largest. That is false. A later wave may be larger, which is why people must remain away from the coast until officials say it is safe again. Would you rather help place instruments on the ocean floor to detect changes in the water, or watch a tsunami from the shore if you could do so safely? I would definitely safely watch the tsunami from the shore. If you could do that, which you can't, but if you could, that would be really cool. All right, let's play a round of What Am I? What am I? My everyday movement is usually too slow for you to feel. I am an enormous, solid piece of Earth's outer shell. And when one of my edges suddenly slips, I can produce an earthquake. What am I? I am a tectonic plate. Today we learned that a tsunami begins when a large amount of water is suddenly displaced. Most are caused by large earthquakes that lift or drop part of the ocean floor, although landslides and some volcanic activity can produce them as well. It was neat to learn that tsunami waves can move very quickly while remaining low in the deep ocean. So if you're way out there in the deep blue sea, you might not even know one is passing by. But when they enter shallow water near land, watch out. That's when they get really big. Oh, and my son really wanted me to let you all know that tsunamis don't even happen that often. In fact, worldwide, there's usually only around 14 per year, and most of them are so small, they don't even cause any damage. So you can keep an eye out for tsunamis, but they're not really something you need to think about too often. What kind of question do you think we'll ask tomorrow on Curious Kids Every Day? I can't wait to find out. So until then, keep asking questions and stay curious, kids. And we've got some birthdays today. Arlo from Utah is turning 4. Happy birthday, Arlo. Teddy from California is turning 5. Happy birthday, Teddy. Lucas from Colorado is turning 7. Happy birthday, Lucas. Luna from Kildare, Ireland is turning 7. Happy birthday, Luna. Finley from California is turning 7. Happy birthday, Finley. Annie from California is turning 7. Happy birthday, Annie. Moyer from Colorado is turning 4. Happy birthday, Moyer. Sanaya from Colorado is turning 7. Happy birthday, Sanaya. Beck from Delaware is turning 4. Happy birthday, Beck. Logan from Singapore is turning 5. Happy birthday, Logan. Teddy from Michigan is turning 4. Happy birthday, Teddy. Anton from Cochrane, Alberta, Canada is turning 6. Happy birthday, Anton. Greer from Massachusetts is turning 5. Happy birthday, Greer. Bryn from Minnesota is turning 6. Happy birthday, Bryn. Miles from California is turning 7. Happy birthday, Miles. Alma from Mississippi is turning 6. Happy birthday, Alma. James from Los Angeles is turning 5 this week. Happy birthday, James. And Harrison from Port Hope, Ontario is turning 5. Happy birthday, Harrison. To all the grown-ups listening, if your curious kid wants their birthday mentioned on the show, please visit supportcuriouskids.com and join the Curious Kids Club. That's supportcuriouskids.com. See you tomorrow.